Hello guys, welcome to AI Code Lab. My name is Chris, and in this video we are going to build a fully autonomous AI market research agent. So this AI agent is going to be able to operate autonomously without interventions from human. Okay, before building the AI agent, let me explain how it works. Firstly, the user will enter the research topic, then the AI agent is going to start reasoning and start conducting the research, and it is going to check, is more data needed? If yes, then the AI agent has the ability to call Tavily API to perform web search. Then AI agent is going to analyze the collected data and it will generate final report. And the AI agent will save the report as PDF file. So at the end of the process, the user will get a PDF file containing the research report. Okay, let's get started, guys. For the IDE, I'm going to use Google Colab, but if you want to use different IDE like VS Code or Jupyter Notebook, it is totally up to you. Okay, now we are going to import several Python libraries. Firstly, we're going to import annotated type so we can add metadata descriptions. From typing, import annotated. Make sure it is uppercase. Next, we are going to import Tavily clients. From Tavily, import Tavily clients. Make sure it is uppercase. We are going to use this library for performing real-time web searches. Next, we are going to import AutoGen. So this is the AI agent framework that we are going to use. And lastly, we are going to import FPDF. From FPDF, import FPDF. Make sure all uppercase. We're going to use this library for generating PDF documents. Okay, now we're going to install 3 Python packages. The first one is Tavily Python. The second one is AutoGen, and the third one is FPDF. Okay, now let's compile the code. It will take few seconds, maybe 5 or 10 seconds. So just wait, guys. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. Okay, we have successfully installed these 3 Python packages. Next, we're going to compile this code and let's add another block of code. Now we are going to get the API key for Mistral and Tavily. So for the large language model, we're going to use Mistral. But if you want to use different AI model, it is totally up to you. And for the web search, we're going to use Tavily. Okay, let's create a new variable. I'm going to name it Mistral API key. And let's go to Mistral website. If you haven't created your account, create one. But in this case, I already have my account, so I'm just going to click this Try Studio and I will be redirected to my dashboard. And let's click API keys. And to create a new key, just click this Create New Key. Firstly, you will need to name your API key and you can also set the expiration date. And just click this Create New Key. However, in this case, I already have my own API key. So I'm going to copy and paste this and I'm going to put it here. But please do not use my API key, guys, because I'm going to deactivate this once the video has been uploaded to YouTube. So make sure to use your own API key. Next, we are going to get the API key for Tavily. So let's create another variable. I'm going to name it Tavily API key. And let's go to this website, Tavily. If you haven't created your account, you can create one. Don't worry, it is completely free, but I already created my account, so I'm just going to log in. And here is my API key, so I'm going to copy and paste this. Please do not use my API key, guys. Make sure to use your own API key. Okay, I'm going to put it here. And let's continue. Now we are going to initialize the Tavily client using the API key to enable live web search queries. So let's create a new variable. I'm going to name it Tavily. And we are going to go back to Tavily website and let's click on API Playground, and here is the code documentations. So we're going to copy and paste this line, guys. And let's put it here. And we're going to set the API key to Tavily API key. So I'm going to remove this and I'm going to put Tavily API key inside the parentheses. Okay, now we are going to create a functions that the AI agent can call to perform web search with a descriptive annotations. I'm going to name the functions web research. You can name it whatever you want, it is totally up to you. And this function has one parameter, and that's going to be query. So this is like the search query entered by the user. In this case, we're going to use annotated library. So let's copy and paste this and put it inside the parentheses. And we're going to specify the data type. It is going to be string. So let's add str inside the bracket. And let's add the search query to find market trends, competitors, what else? Customer pain points, and the data type is going to be string. So let's add str here. Okay, now we are going to print a log message indicating the agent is performing a search with the given query. Print f/end, and we're going to let the user know the agent is currently searching. And we're going to display the query. So let's copy and paste query and put it here. ... Next, we are going to execute a Tavily API search with advanced step for more detailed results. So let's create a new variable. I'm going to name it response. And let's go back to Tavily website and let's take a look at this code documentations. So we're going to copy and paste this. Tavily dot search, and we're going to set the query to query. So let's pass down this parameter, and we're going to set the search step to advanced. Next, we are going to format and return search result as a readable string combining sources and content. Okay, let's type in returned /n/end dot joined, and let's create a parenthesis and let's put a bracket inside the parenthesis. Okay, firstly, we are going to add the source. We're going to display the URL. Let's put URL inside this bracket. /end content. Reason why we use /n because we want to start in a new line. And let's put content inside this bracket. And we're going to create a for loop for or and response. And let's put results inside the bracket. Okay guys, we are done with this function. Next, we are going to create another functions to save the generated research report into a PDF file. I'm going to name the functions save to PDF. And this function has two parameters. The first one is content and the second one is topic. For content, the data type is going to be string. So let's put str. And for the second one, topic, the data type is also going to be string. So let's add str. Okay, now we are going to create a new PDF document instance. So let's create a new variable. I'm going to name it PDF. And we're going to use this library fpdf. Let's copy and paste that and put it here. Then after that, we're going to add a blank page to the PDF. We are going to use this variable PDF, and we're going to add dot add page. Next, we are going to set the font to Arial. We're going to set the style to bold, and we're going to set the size to 16 for the title. PDF dot set font. Let's put Arial, comma, bold, comma, 16. So that's going to be the size. Okay, next, we are going to add a center title cell to the PDF with the research topic. PDF.cell. Let's add 200, 10. And let's add the text. Market Research Report. And we're going to display the topic. So let's copy and paste this and put it here. And we're going to set ln to true. Next, we are going to set aligned to C or center. Okay, now we are going to add a line break for spacing after the title. PDF.ln, and let's put 10 inside the parentheses. Next, we are going to set the font to Arial. So let's copy and paste this line because the format is going to be very similar. And for the size, we're going to set it to 12. Okay, let's continue. Now we are going to convert text to Latin 1 encoding and remove unsupported characters to avoid PDF errors. So let's create a new variable. I'm going to name it clean text content.encode. And let's add Latin 1 inside the parentheses, comma, ignore. Dot decode. And let's put Latin 1 inside the second parenthesis. Okay, now we are going to write the clean content into the PDF with automatic line wrapping. PDF.multicell. Let's put 0, 10 inside the parentheses, and we're going to set the text to clean text. So let's copy and paste this and put it inside the parentheses. Okay, next, we are going to generate a file name by replacing spaces with underscore in the topic. So let's create a new variable. I'm going to name it file name. You can name it whatever you want. It is totally up to you. Market research underscore topic dot replace, and we're going to replace an empty string with underscore dot PDF, because in this case the file format is going to be PDF. Okay, next we are going to save the PDF file to this with the generated file name pdf.output, and let's copy and paste file name and put it inside the parentheses. And lastly, we are going to print a success message indicating the file has been created. Print /n, and we're going to let the user know that the file has been saved successfully. Additionally, we are also going to display the file name. So let's copy and paste file name and let's put it here. Okay guys, we are done with these functions. Next, we are going to create a list of large language model configurations that will be used by the AI agent. So let's scroll up and we're going to create a new list. I'm going to name it config list. You can name it whatever you want, it is totally up to you. And for this project, we're going to use Mistral AI, but if you want to use different large language model, it is totally up to you. Okay, let's create a bracket. For the model, we are going to use Mistral large latest. If I'm not mistaken, this is the latest model from Mistral AI. Next, we are going to set the API key. Let's copy and paste this Mistral API key and put it here. Then after that, we're going to indicate the provider type to ensure compatibility with AutoGen framework. So we're going to set API type to Mistral. Okay guys, we are done with the config list and let's scroll down. Now we are going to create an AI assistant agent that is responsible for performing autonomous market research. Let's create a new variable. I'm going to name it research agent. And we're going to use AutoGen.assistant agent. Okay, firstly, we're going to assign a name to the agent for identifications in conversations. The name is going to be Autonomous Researcher. You can give any name that you want, it is totally up to you. Next, we are going to provide large language model configurations including model and temperature for response variability. But before that, there is one typo that we need to fix. So this is supposed to be AutoGen, not AutoJet. So make sure that you fix that. Okay, now let's continue. Let's add LLM config. And we're going to set the config list to config list. So you can copy and paste this and put it here. Next, we're going to set the temperature 2.2. Feel free to modify this number. You can increase this, you can also decrease this. It is totally up to you. Okay, now we are going to define the agent role, behavior, and instructions for autonomous research and termination signals. Okay, so we're going to write the system prompt. Let's create a new variable. I'm going to name it system message. You are an expert market research agent. You have full authority to search the web as many times as needed to find deep insights. Okay, next we're going to define the autonomous process. Okay, now we're going to add 4 rules for the autonomous process. Number 1, reason about the user's topic. Number 2, search for trends, competitors, and customer problems. Number 3, analyze data. If something is missing, search again. And number 4, once you have a comprehensive view, output a final report. Include executive summary, competitive landscape, direct customer quotes or pain points, and growth opportunities. We are going to add one more instructions: reply, terminate, at the end of your final report. So we want the AI agent to be able to decide when to end the process. So this is very important, guys. Okay, now let's continue. We are going to create a proxy agent that manages executions and controls the conversation flow. So let's create a new variable. I'm going to name it user proxy. And we're going to use AutoGen dot user proxy agent. Okay, firstly, we're going to assign a name to the proxy agent, and the name is going to be admin. Next, we are going to disable manual human input to allow full automations, because we want this AI agent to be fully autonomous, right? So let's set human input mode to never. Make sure all uppercase. Next, we are going to disable code executions for safety and simplicity. We're going to set code execution config to false. Next, we are going to define a condition to stop the conversations when terminate appears in the message. We're going to set is terminations message equals to lambda x, and we're going to copy and paste this terminate all uppercase. So if this appears, then it means the AI agent wants to end the conversations. Int x.get, and let's put content inside the parentheses, comma, and let's add an empty string. Okay, we are done with the user proxy. Next, we are going to register the search tool. We're going to use AutoGen dot agent chat dot register functions. Okay, next, we are going to specify the functions to register as a tool. Let's scroll up. If you remember, previously we created these functions, web research. So the AI agent is going to be able to perform web research using Tavily API. So if the AI agent needs more information, then we're going to enable the agent to call these functions. Okay, let's copy and paste that and put it here. Next, we are going to indicate that the research agent is allowed to call these functions. So we're going to set the caller to research agent. Let's scroll up and let's copy and paste this. And let's put it here. Okay, next we are going to specify that the user proxy executes the function call. We're going to set the executor to user proxy. Let's copy and paste this and put it here. Next, we are going to define the name used by the agent to invoke the tool. Well, obviously the name is web research. Let's scroll up. I'm talking about these functions, guys. So this is the functions that will be called by the AI agent if it needs to get more informations. Okay, now we are going to provide a descriptions to guide when the tool should be used. Descriptions, search, the web for market and competitor data. Okay, now we're going to ensure that the following block runs only when the script is executed directly, not when imported. If name is equals to main, next we're going to ask the user to enter the topic for market research. So let's create a new variable. I'm going to name it user topic. And to get user input, we're going to use input functions. Enter the niche or topic you want to research. Okay, now we are going to print a message indicating the start of the research process. /end starting autonomous research. And let's display the user topic. Let's copy and paste this and put it here. Okay, next, we are going to initiate the conversations between the proxy and the research agent. So let's create a new variable. I'm going to name it chat history. And we're going to call the user proxy dot initiate chat. Okay, now we're going to specify the agent to communicate with. So it's going to be the research agent. So I'm going to copy and paste this. And I'm going to put it inside the parentheses. Then after that, we are going to provide the initial instructions to the agent. Okay, so let's add the prompt. Conduct a comprehensive market research for, we're going to copy and paste user topic and put it here. Okay, next we are going to extract the summarized final response generated by the agent after the conversation ends. So let's create another variable. I'm going to name it final report. And let's copy and paste chat history dot summary. And lastly, we are going to call the functions to save the final report as a PDF file. Let's scroll up. And this is the functions that we are going to call. Save to PDF. And remember guys, this function has two parameters. The first one is content and the second one is topic. So in this case, the content is final report. And the topic is user topic. So let's copy and paste this and put it inside the parentheses. Before compiling the code, there is one more thing that we need to do. We forgot to import Mistral. So make sure that you add this. From Mistral AI, import Mistral. Okay, now let's test this AI agent. I'm going to compile the code. Enter the needs or topic you want to research. Okay, in this example, I'm going to research waterproof jacket. Okay, now the AI agent is running. It will take few seconds, maybe 10 or 15 seconds. Okay, here we go. It is conducting market research. Look at this. Maybe it will take 20 or 30 seconds. So this agent is also calling Tavily API for web search. Well, the AI agent was running for 3 minutes, and here is the market research report. Very comprehensive and very detailed, guys. Look at this. It also provides you with the link. Look at this. Very cool, right? Obviously, we're not going to rate this line by line because it will take forever. But if you see the structure, the format, it is very well organized. And obviously, this is beyond my expectations. And at the end, it also provides you with the summary. Look at this. And don't forget, actually, the AI agent also convert this to PDF file. So let's click this and let's click download. So this is the PDF file. Okay, let me open this PDF file. Okay, here we go. Here is the market research report for waterproof jacket. So that's the entered topic, right? Okay, very cool. If you are interested in projects like this, consider to join AI Code Lab. This is my school community. You will find many high quality projects inside AI Code Lab, guys. Okay, I think that's it. That's all you need to know. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.